Something is stealing from you right now. Not money, not time. Something far more dangerous. Your attention. The very currency of creation. The language of the universe. Our grandparents didn't have this problem. Their world was simple, almost predictable. A few choices, a few responsibilities. They could focus on planting a seed and watch it grow, speak a prayer and feel it answered. But you're trapped in a storm. Every swipe, every scroll, every notification rips your focus apart. Your brain is no longer yours. It belongs to algorithms, corporations, distractions. And here's the brutal truth. If your attention is stolen, your power to manifest is gone. That's why you've tried affirmations. You've tried visualizations. You've whispered dreams to the universe, and all you got back was silence. Not because the law doesn't work, but because the universe can't hear static. Right now, your mind is broadcasting noise, not intention, confusion, not clarity. And in that chaos, your reality is being programmed by forces you don't even see. So here's the question. Are you okay living as a puppet in someone else's reality? Or do you want to take back the microphone and speak directly to the universe in a way it cannot ignore? Because in the next few minutes, I will show you the new code, the secret language of manifestation in the digital age. And once you learn it, the storm ends, the noise clears. And for the first time in your life, the universe answers back. Everywhere you look, someone is trying to steal your mind. Billboards scream, notifications buzz, videos autoplay, ads follow you like shadows. You think you're in control, but let's be brutally honest. Your brain is no longer yours. And that single fact explains why so many people fail to manifest anything in the modern world. Attention, the currency of creation. Let's start with the core truth. Manifestation is not about luck. It's not about hoping, wishing, or waiting for miracles. Manifestation is focus, pure, concentrated focus. Your attention is the currency you pay to the universe. Every thought, every word, every belief you feed your mind is a transaction. You broadcast a signal, and reality mirrors it back. But what happens when your attention is scattered, split into 1,000 fragments? The signal weakens, the broadcast collapses. The universe receives nothing but static, and that's exactly the problem. The storm of noise. Think about your daily life. You wake up and before your feet even touch the ground, your phone is already in your hand. A flood of messages, emails, headlines, and endless feeds of strangers' lives. By the time you finish breakfast, your brain has consumed more random information than your grandparents processed in an entire week. And what does this do? It creates chaos inside your mind. You no longer think your own thoughts. You recycle everyone else's. Your desires blur. Your focus shatters. Now ask yourself, how can you possibly manifest clarity when you live in confusion? How can you attract abundance when your attention is hijacked by scarcity-driven advertising? How can you hear the whisper of the universe when your mind is a battlefield of noise? You can't, and that's the brutal truth, the hijacking of the mind. Do you know how powerful your attention is? Corporations do. That's why they spend billions fighting for it. Every notification is a hook. Every ad is a trap. Every scroll is a leash. You are not a customer, you are the product. And while you believe you're choosing freely, algorithms are programming your desires. You think you want that gadget, that trend, that lifestyle. But in reality, it was injected into your mind by constant exposure. Here's the tragedy. Most people try to manifest not what they truly value, but what they've been told to value. And the universe resists, because it does not respond to borrowed dreams. The failure of the old way. Our grandparents didn't need to fight this battle. Their attention was free. Their minds were quiet. They could focus on planting, building, praying. The energy they projected was sharp, undiluted. But today, Trying to manifest with the old methods, vision boards, repeated affirmations, blind positive thinking, is like whispering in the middle of a rock concert. The noise drowns you out. That's why you've tried and failed. That's why so many people affirm, "I am abundant," but still feel broke. Why they repeat, "I am loved," but still feel empty. Why they visualize success but keep drowning in struggle. It's not that the law of attraction doesn't work. It's that you are speaking in a language the universe can no longer hear. The illusion of effort. Most people don't realize this, so they double down on effort. They try harder, more affirmations, longer meditations, extra visualizations, endless rituals. But effort without focus is wasted energy. It's like pouring water into a bucket full of holes. No matter how much you add, it drains away. This is why you feel exhausted. This is why you feel betrayed, because deep down, you know you're working hard, but the results don't show. And so the cycle begins. Hope, effort, failure, doubt, despair, the emotional prison. And here's where it gets even darker. Every time you fail to manifest, your brain encodes disappointment. It builds a belief, maybe this doesn't work, maybe I don't deserve it, maybe I'm cursed. The more you repeat the cycle, the deeper the belief burns. Soon, you are not just failing to manifest, you are manifesting failure. This is the emotional prison of the modern world. People broadcasting signals of doubt, scarcity, and fear, then attracting more of the same. Not because the law is cruel, but because the law is precise. The mirror never lies. The fragmented self. Here's the most painful part. Distraction doesn't just scatter your thoughts, it fractures your identity. One moment you want wealth, the next you want freedom, then you want love, then validation, then peace. Your desires shift every hour depending on what you consume. And a fragmented self cannot manifest wholeness. The universe cannot reflect back clarity when you broadcast confusion. That's why you feel stuck. That's why you feel like life is moving, but you are standing still. Because you are not projecting one signal, you are projecting thousands of conflicting ones. The modern trap. Let's make this even more vivid. You want to manifest abundance, but you spend hours scrolling through videos of people richer than you, and your subconscious records scarcity. You want to manifest love, but you swipe through endless dating profiles, training your brain to see people as disposable, and your subconscious records loneliness. You want to manifest peace, but you check the news 20 times a day, filling your mind with chaos, and your subconscious records fear. This is the modern trap. You say one thing, but your attention says another, and the universe always listens to attention, not words. The wake-up call. So let's be brutally clear. If you do not reclaim your attention, you will never manifest anything lasting. You will keep visualizing and failing. You will keep affirming and collapsing. You will keep waiting for miracles that never come. Not because the universe abandoned you, but because you abandoned your focus. This is the problem. This is the reason 99% stay trapped. And until you see it, nothing will change. The transition. But once you see it, everything shifts. Because the same attention that has been hijacked can be reclaimed. The same focus that has been scattered can be sharpened. The same mind that has been enslaved can be set free. And when that happens, manifestation stops being a game of chance. It becomes a precise science. Now let's step into the revelation, the hidden mechanism that makes manifestation work in the digital age. What if I told you the universe has always been listening to you, but you've been speaking in the wrong language? This is the revelation. Manifestation has not stopped working. It has not vanished. It has not betrayed you. You betrayed it by losing the one thing that makes the law work: focus. from whisper to signal. In the age of our grandparents, focus was natural. Life was slower, attention was sharp. A single prayer could pierce the silence of their mind and resonate like a bell. But today, your prayer is a whisper in a hurricane. Your affirmations are sparks swallowed by neon lights. Your intentions are lost in static. And so the universe is not ignoring you. It's just that your broadcast is too weak, too fragmented, too inconsistent to be received. The secret is not to shout louder. The secret is to tune your signal. The radio metaphor. Imagine for a moment that your consciousness is a radio tower. The universe is not random. It's a vast field of frequencies. Every possibility, every outcome, every reality is already broadcasting. Wealth is a station. Love is a station. Creativity, peace, success, all stations. But here's the catch. You can only hear the station you are tuned to. If your attention is hijacked by fear, you are tuned to scarcity. If your focus is scattered by distractions, you are tuned to chaos. If your mind repeats doubt, you are tuned to failure. And the universe does what it always does. It reflects back the station you're broadcasting on. This is why you can say, "I am abundant," 1,000 times and still feel broke. Your words are on one frequency, but your attention is on another. The universe doesn't respond to your lips. It responds to your signal. The digital age problem. And this is where the modern world makes things harder. Every scroll, every click, every binge on Netflix, every endless TikTok feed fragments your attention and scatters your frequency. Instead of broadcasting one clear station, your mind is flipping channels every second. One moment abundance, next moment fear, next moment comparison, next moment distraction. It's not that manifestation stopped working, it's that your signal never stays long enough on one channel for reality to reflect it back. The new code. So here is the revelation. In the digital age, manifestation requires a new code. It's no longer enough to think positive. It's no longer enough to visualize once and hope. It's no longer enough to wait for miracles. The new code is this: attention, alignment, repetition, embodiment. Let's break it down. 1. Attention as the master key. Your attention is the new prayer. Every second you spend focused is a message sent. Every distraction is a prayer wasted. If you don't control your attention, someone else will. And whoever controls your attention controls your reality. That's why the first law of modern manifestation is ruthless focus, not hours of effort, not blind hustle, focus. The ability to hold one signal long enough for the universe to echo it back. 2. The power of the present. Here's the next truth. The universe doesn't understand someday. It doesn't respond to "I will be." It only responds to the present. When you say, "I want to be abundant," you are broadcasting lack. You are affirming that right now, abundance is not here. When you say, "I will be loved," you are broadcasting loneliness. But when you speak in the present, "I am abundant," "I am loved," "I am powerful," your frequency matches reality. You are no longer hoping, you are embodying, and the universe mirrors embodiment, not waiting. 3. Communication beyond words. Most people think manifestation is about words, but words are cheap. Your real communication with the universe is layered. Intra-communication, what you tell yourself daily. Intercommunication, how you project to others. Confidence, fear, energy. Cosmic communication, the vibration of your focus, emotion, and belief. You can say all the right words, but if your inner voice is poisoned by doubt, your cosmic broadcast is corrupted. That's why the new code demands coherence. Your words, your emotions, your beliefs, all aligned on one channel. 4. Listening as a superpower. Here's what almost no one talks about. Manifestation is not just speaking, it's listening. The universe is constantly giving you feedback through your feelings. When you think a thought and your body contracts, that's the universe saying, wrong channel. When you think a thought and you feel expanded, energized, inspired, that's the universe saying, you're aligned. Your feelings are not obstacles. They are GPS signals guiding you back to the right frequency. 5. Repetition as reprogramming. Finally, the new code demands repetition. Your subconscious mind does not change with one affirmation. It changes with consistent broadcast. Daily, repeated, lived. That's why people fail when they affirm once and quit. The subconscious is a muscle, and like any muscle, it grows with training. Every repetition strengthens the signal. Every small action reinforces identity. Until your broadcast is so consistent, the universe has no choice but to mirror it back. A vivid example. Let's make this real. Imagine two people, both want abundance. The first scrolls TikTok all day, comparing themselves to strangers. They affirm wealth once, then drown in distraction. Their frequency jumps from abundance to lack to envy to fear. The universe reflects back chaos. The second decides to reclaim their focus. Each morning, they spend 5 minutes tuning their attention, breathing, repeating aligned affirmations, embodying gratitude. Throughout the day, they catch themselves when distractions steal their signal and they return to clarity. Their frequency stays longer on abundance. Soon, opportunities appear, synchronicities emerge. The universe reflects back what they consistently broadcast. That's not magic, that's code. The big revelation. So here it is, stripped of all illusions. The universe has never stopped listening. You have simply stopped broadcasting clearly. In the digital age, clarity is power. Consistency is power. Attention is power. Manifestation is not about tricks or hacks. It is about reclaiming your attention, embodying the present, aligning your communication, listening to your inner signals, and repeating until your subconscious becomes unstoppable. That is the new code, and it changes everything, the transition. And yet, a revelation is not enough. You can know the code, but if you don't apply it, nothing changes. So in the next part, we'll go deeper. I'll show you the practical secrets, real exercises, real steps, real tools that you can use to project a new reflection into reality today. Because knowledge without action is just another distraction, and you've already wasted enough time. Knowledge without practice is just another form of distraction. You can understand the science, memorize the theories, even feel inspired for a moment. But unless you apply, nothing changes. So let's strip away the noise and get practical. Here are 5 secrets, not vague ideas, but concrete tools that will help you master the new code of manifestation in the digital age. Secret 1. Reclaim your attention, the focus ritual. The first secret is simple, but it changes everything. Reclaim your attention. If your attention is the currency of creation, then you must spend it wisely. Every scroll is a wasted dollar. Every mindless distraction is a burned check. So, how do you reclaim it? Through a daily focus ritual. Here's how. 1. Every morning, before touching your phone, sit for 5 minutes. 2. Breathe deeply, slow down your nervous system. 3. Choose one word, one intention, one frequency you want to broadcast today. Wealth, love, peace, creativity. 4. Repeat it slowly until your mind settles on it. This is not meditation for hours. This is tuning your radio. Think of it like sharpening a sword before battle. If you enter the day with a blunt blade, scattered, distracted, you will be cut down by noise. If you enter sharp, focused, the universe mirrors that clarity back. Secret 2. Speak the language of the present, rewrite your script. The universe doesn't understand someday, it only responds to now. That means your affirmations, your thoughts, your self-talk must shift from future to present. Not "I will be abundant," but I am abundant. Not I want to be confident, but I am confident. When you speak in the present, you are not hoping, you are embodying. You are not sending a signal of lack, you are broadcasting wholeness. Exercise. Write down 3 areas of your life you want to change. For each one, rewrite the goal as a present tense identity. Examples. Instead of, I want to stop procrastinating, I am disciplined and consistent. Instead of, I will find love one day, I am magnetic to loving relationships. Instead of, I hope for financial freedom, I am a creator of wealth. Read these daily, not as wishes, but as truths you are already living into. Secret 3. Align your channels. Coherence exercise. Words alone are useless if your feelings and actions betray them. You can say, I am abundant all day, but if you feel fear, if you compare yourself to others, if your actions come from scarcity, your signal is corrupted. The secret is coherence, aligning your words, emotions, and actions on the same channel. Exercise. 1. Take one affirmation you use often. 2. Ask, do I feel expanded or contracted when I say this? 3. If contracted, rewrite it until it feels aligned. Example, if I am a millionaire feels fake, shift to I am learning to create wealth daily. 4. Then take one small action that supports it. Save $1, learn a skill, share your value. When your words, emotions, and actions align, the signal becomes undeniable. The universe mirrors coherence. Secret 4, listen to the feedback, feelings as GPS. Manifestation is not just speaking, it is listening. Your feelings are feedback. They are the universe whispering whether you're on the right frequency. When you think a thought and feel drained, anxious, or heavy, that's not alignment, that's static. When you think a thought and feel energized, inspired, or calm, that's resonance, that's signal. Most people ignore their feelings. They push through, forcing affirmations that don't resonate. And so they broadcast confusion. Exercise. Throughout the day, pause and ask, what am I feeling right now? If it's heavy, don't fight it. Shift the thought until your body feels lighter. If it's expansive, amplify it. Stay there, repeat it, act from it. This is how you let the universe guide you moment by moment. Secret 5. Repetition as reprogramming, the subconscious training loop. Your subconscious is not convinced by one prayer, one vision board, one affirmation. It's programmed by repetition. That's why negative beliefs are so strong. You've repeated them for years. I'm not good enough. I'll never succeed. I don't deserve it. These were broadcast daily, reinforced until they became identity. So to overwrite them, you need consistent conscious repetition. The loop. Morning. Declare your present tense affirmations. Day. Act on them in small ways. Night. Repeat them before sleep when your subconscious is most open. Do this daily, like training a muscle. At first it feels weak, then it grows stronger until your subconscious accepts the new identity as truth. And when that happens, manifestation accelerates. A vivid example. Let's paint the picture. Imagine Sarah, overwhelmed by distractions. She tries to manifest love, but every night she scrolls social media, comparing herself, feeling lonely. Her attention is fragmented. Her affirmations are hollow. She whispers to the universe, but all it hears is static. Then Sarah applies the code. She starts her day with a 5-minute focus ritual. She shifts her affirmations into the present. She tests coherence, rewriting affirmations until they feel true. She listens to her feelings, correcting her signal, and she repeats daily until it becomes automatic. Within weeks, she feels different. Within months, opportunities appear, conversations flow, relationships open. She didn't force love. She tuned into it. That is the power of applying the code. pulling it together. Let's summarize. 1. Reclaim attention. 5 minutes of focus daily. 2. Speak in the present. No more someday, only now. 3. Align channels. Words, feelings, and actions in coherence. 4. Listen. Feelings are feedback, your inner GPS. 5. Repeat. Train your subconscious until alignment becomes automatic. This is not abstract. This is practice, and the universe responds not to wishes, but to consistency. The transition. So here's the truth. You now have the tools. You are no longer blind. You can stop whispering in the storm and start broadcasting with clarity, but tools mean nothing if you don't use them. And this is where most people fail. They watch, they nod, they agree, and then they do nothing. The question is, will you apply? Will you take back your attention? Will you embody the new code? Because if you do, manifestation stops being a dream. It becomes your daily reality. And that brings us to the final step, the call to awakening, the moment where you must decide, stay trapped with the 99% or awaken and step into the 1% who create consciously. You've seen the illusion, you've felt the chaos, you've learned the code, you've discovered the secrets. Now comes the hardest part, the part most people run from, the decision, the crossroads of destiny. Right now, in this very moment, you are standing at a crossroads. On one side, the life you already know. A life of distraction, noise, and scattered attention. A life where you whisper to the universe but hear nothing back. A life where your deepest desires remain fantasies because your frequency is never clear enough to manifest them. It's familiar, it's comfortable, and it will trap you forever. On the other side, awakening. A life of clarity, a life where you reclaim your attention, align your signal, and speak to the universe in a language it cannot ignore. A life where synchronicities appear, where opportunities unfold, where your reality bends to your conscious will. But here's the truth. You cannot walk both paths. You cannot stay asleep and awaken at the same time. You cannot keep feeding distraction and expect manifestation. You must choose. The pain of staying asleep. If you choose the first path, if you choose to stay asleep, nothing will change. You will continue scrolling, hoping, waiting. You will continue whispering affirmations that echo back as silence. You will continue comparing your life to others, wondering why they manifest while you remain stuck. And 10 years from now, you will look in the mirror and see the same person, older, more tired, more bitter, asking the same question, why didn't it work for me? That is the cost of staying asleep. The power of awakening. But if you choose the second path, if you choose to awaken, everything changes. Not in some distant future. Now, because awakening is not about waiting, it is about choosing. The moment you decide to reclaim your attention, the shift begins. The moment you embody your present identity, the signal strengthens. The moment you align your words, feelings, and actions, coherence emerges. The moment you repeat daily with consistency, your subconscious rewrites itself, and the universe listens. It always has, it always will. The urgency of now. But here's the catch. Awakening is only possible in one place, here, in one time, now. If you tell yourself, I'll start tomorrow, you are broadcasting delay, and the universe mirrors delay. If you tell yourself, I'll commit when I feel ready, you are broadcasting hesitation, and the universe mirrors hesitation. If you tell yourself, I'll try when I see proof, you are broadcasting doubt, and the universe mirrors doubt. Waiting is a vibration, and waiting only creates more waiting. So the call is urgent. You must choose now, the invitation. And so I invite you, no, I challenge you to anchor this awakening right here, right now. Subscribe to this channel, not as a casual click, but as a declaration. I am reclaiming my attention. I choose to feed my consciousness with clarity, not noise. Comment below with the new identity you are embodying. Write it in the present tense. Proclaim it. Anchor it. Let your words echo as a broadcast to the universe. Turn on the bell so that every new video becomes a reminder, a reinforcement, a repetition that strengthens your signal. Because awakening is not one moment. It is a process, and every reinforcement matters. These are not small actions. These are symbols. These are rituals. These are choices that broadcast your frequency to the field of reality. The final question, and so I leave you with this question, the question that will decide everything. Will you continue to live as a spectator, trapped in distractions, whispering into static, or will you awaken, align, and claim the microphone of your destiny? Because the universe is not waiting. It is already responding. It is already reflecting. The mirror is in front of you. The signal is broadcasting. The only question is, whose voice will it echo? Your true self or the noise of the world? Closing impact. Hear me clearly. You are not powerless. You are not broken. You are not a victim of chaos. You are consciousness. You are focus. You are vibration. You are the architect. And the day you decide to awaken, truly awaken, your reality will obey. So wake up, align, speak the new code, and watch as the universe answers back. The call has been made. The moment is now. The choice is yours.